That's it. It's time to go camping. Any minute now. And we're up. And we're off. Now, I could sit around all day and do nothing. Or I could go camping. Oh, hey, you coming? We'll pack lightly. I think we only need 2 things. One of these. And this. Oh God. There you go. A little dusty. Been a while since we've been camping, eh? Perfect. And we're off. Now when I go camping, I use one of 2 methods for sleeping. And I'll show you the first one today. Today is I'm in a safe space, I'm in nature, and it's good weather. And by good weather, I mean not raining. Anywhere from, 95 degrees down to snow. That's the setup I'm using today. Well, you get down to fiddling, you get down to bow, you kick off your shoes. Oh. Now here's the cool part. Well now, that's certainly relaxing. Did want to talk a little bit about what we have here. So what is it? This is a tent-cot by Kamp-rite, and this is the tent-cot XL. It is 7 foot long and 30 inches wide, which is another 6 inches wider than the standard tent-cot, which is 24 inches. I think, I've had it 5 or 6 years now. I think at the time they were running under $200. And what's really cool about them is they are a combination of a tent and a cot, as the name implies. So you've got some of the benefits of a cot where you are off the ground, and the benefits of a tent as well, in that you have I don't want to say waterproof, but we'll say weather resistant nylon outer shell. It also does have a rain fly that comes with it. It's over there in the little plastic bag. So for inclement weather, it can hold up. I have been in sprinkles in it and light rain. I've never been in and out right downpour. Usually if that's the case, I abandon everything and get inside my vehicle. But some of the cool features of it, as you saw, it sets up in about 5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes if you actually are in good practice with it. It has windows at all 4 corners with screens, so those all zip out. It's got a pretty heavy weight rating. I want to say it's a little over 300 pounds, which works great for one person and a dog and all the gear you want to bring. Well, let's give it a little quick sleep test, hey? It does have a 1-inch mattress built into the bottom of it, so that should help. Oh gosh. Well, there's the inside view. And for size comparisons, I'm about 6'5". Got my head up against the window, and I've got 5 or 6 inches at my feet. Which makes sense, it's 7 foot long. Got a visitor. You want to come in? So, even with the lab, looks like we got enough space, huh? Delia, that's a screen. You're not going to be able to push your nose through it. You can try it though. How's that cross ventilation? Need more? Probably. You can get back out if you'd like. That's the way out. Okay. Okay, I'll go. But it won't go far. So, what features do we have on the inside here? We've got 4 screens. We have some side pockets for your wallet or phone so you don't lose those in the middle of the night. You've got some tie straps here if you wanted to hang, you know, a little LED light or something to that effect. You can open up everything and it's essentially like sleeping on a cot. Or you can close everything and have pretty good darkness. But as you can see, it is translucent, so you're not going to sleep in here in the middle of the day. Over on this side, there's also more of those little pockets. So on all my cross-country trips, I always cheap out on hotels. You know, for me, I'm usually going somewhere, I attempt to anywhere, somewhere epic. And if I'm on vacation and I've got family and friends and wives watching, not wives, I only have one wife. If I've got everyone helping me watch my kids, I'm not going to be spending time in a hotel. And if I am, it's only going to be for 6 hours to sleep. I'm going to be driving to my destination or visiting somewhere awesome, some national park, some state park, some camp spot that is a little better than this one, albeit this one's a pretty good one. But inevitably, I find myself needing a place to sleep. And, you know, if I'm prepared, which isn't always, I can grab myself a camp spot for a reasonable amount of price, or a reasonable amount of money. Lately, campgrounds seem to cater more towards the RV buyer, camper, the family camper, not the wayward traveler like myself. So, you know, they've got all this extra stuff that I don't need, swimming pools and arcades, and things that in their mind justify $50 a night. And to me, I need 20 foot by 20 foot of green space, grass. I'd like to have a campfire if I could, where I could maybe, you know, chill out, cook a cheese dog and drink a Pepsi. So for me, I'm looking for a rustic campsite, clean bathroom. Wouldn't mind a modern bathroom if I can get a chance to grab a shower, but I don't have to. Showers can be had at truck stops for $10 to $15 every 2 or 3 days. So for me, this is perfect for that kind of stuff. I can set it up quick, it's safe, it's comfortable, it's convenient. Packs in the back of the Jeep and the back of the car. For car camping, one of these is absolutely perfect. And you know, the mattress is insulated, so it's good for lower temperatures, for colder temperatures. You bring your personal heater, you never worry about being cold. But it does have its downsides, right? You know, if you're doing any type of stealth camping or urban camping where you're sleeping in a rest stop, and I have popped this thing up in a rest stop and slept in it before. And that's just a little bit weird. Every time you hear car doors open and stuff, you kind of feel a little bit, you know, susceptible on the inside. Plus, I'm not sure the legalities of it, but it's probably on the, it's probably a gray area. So you've got that downside, right? You've got the downside that it doesn't offer much in the way of personal security. So for stealth camping, for overnight trips where you are, you know, driving cross country, which is, you know, being in Michigan, there's a whole lot of flyover states in between me and a lot of the places I want to go. I'm sure the flyover states have some great stuff. I tend to be going more for the epic stuff like Glacier and Bryce and Yosemite and Grand Canyon and all the things that are farther west, not so much in the Midwest. So so for me, when I'm driving those distances, I want to make as much time as I can and be safe and not have to deal with setup time. So in those instances, tent cot, not so good. But in this kind of setting, this works pretty good. In the last setting, okay, so you know, as good as this thing is for regular camping, its downsides are definitely weather, right? So if it's pouring rain, it does have a rain fly, but I'm not going to spend all day in that thing. I'd much rather pull a seat out of my vehicle. And I think my next video will show you my sleep setup in the Jeep. So, man, I don't know about you, but topless is one thing, but man, doorless is another. Doorless is awesome. This is just freedom. This is how it's supposed to be. You know, I've always enjoyed this camp spot. It's one of my favorites, actually. It's got good access to all the things I need, you know. Chair, place to sleep, my vehicle, and a bathroom, and water, and everything else you need right there. See, it's all a matter of perspective. You know, camping's a state of mind. It's not a destination so much physical as it is mental. And I'm in a camping state of mind right now. I should be swapping my axle today. That's alright, because it's perfect and beautiful outside, and I got to drive my Jeep around a bunch and run errands with the top off. And like I've said before, man, it is hard to pull things apart that are already working just fine in the middle of the beautiful summer season. So if you liked the video, like the video, and if you didn't, that's alright too. So thanks for watching. Have a good day. I'll catch you when I wake up. Come on.